Hello everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I am Tammy and this is Isaac's Rusty Wagon. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a few new treasures that I got. This past Saturday, I went to Decor and walked around Stacy's farmhouse, Route 51 farmhouse market. And I did a little bit of recording. Now, there was quite a few people there, so I didn't want to, block people or record actual people. So, but I did get some clips of it, and I'm going to be sharing it with you. And I also got something else that is fallish that I got at Walmart, but I still think it's cute, and I'm going to be sharing that with you. So I thank you all so much for stopping by, and let's get this video started. Okay, we're going to go visit Stacy's Route 51 farmhouse market. Here, Brett, you need to build me one of these in our backyard. You can do that when we buy our land, when we win that $1 billion lottery. Oh, it's beautiful though. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to share with you that I got at Stacy's Market, it was $7, or they were $7. They're not old. They're not old, but they're still neat, and I'm just going to put them up because you don't know. There's got to be people out there that understand. You buy things because eventually you may figure out something to do with it. So anyway, I got these. They're just, the gingerbread trim pieces. So they're probably 4 feet tall, somewhere around there each. So like I said, they're not old, but they're still 2 really good pieces for $7. So I got that. Okay, I wanted to say that everything that I bought come from a booth called Small Town Junk, and she doesn't have a store, but she does travel around and do these type of markets, and her prices were wonderful. So Brett found this, can't think of what it's called. For life, I can't think of what this is called that it's made out of. But it's an old toothbrush, like cup holder thing. So we thought that was cute. That was $3. So he found that. And then I found this, and I think this was $3 also. And it isn't, I'm not sure how old it is, but it's not new. I think it's like probably a vintage, but it is a boot brush, and it comes shaped as a boot. So that was $3 also. And then the other thing I got, this is super cute. I think this was $7. I got to clean it up. I'm going to put this, I don't know, probably outside on like the coffee table type thing. But it's a vintage wagon. So I have a larger child size that's probably, I don't know, like maybe that long. So maybe I need to get that out and then put this one near it or something. So anyway, I thought that was super cute. And then I was thinking there was one other thing I got, but I guess not. Hold on, I'm going to take you down for a minute. I'm trying to put this light on here to light it up because it's so dark in this room. But for $10, I got this old frame. And it's in really good shape for $10. I mean, it needed cleaned up a little bit, but that's okay. We can do that. It has glass and it has backing. Now, I don't have any picture or anything to put in it now, but it's one of those things where I'm just gonna, I have a couple old frames. Okay, maybe more than a couple, but I have, you know, a little collection of them upstairs because you just never know when you're going to come across a print. So anyway, for $10, I got that. While we're in here, I also added to my shopping cart, I added this orange tin I found upstairs, and then this cocoa tin. So I thought that looked cute. Those aren't new, though. I just had them upstairs in my sewing room. I was going through a tote and was like, oh, I want to bring those down. All right, now I'm going to show you what I got from Walmart. So let's go look at that. I bought this tree at Walmart yesterday. You can do purple or you can do orange. Now I'll be doing the orange. And it's a willow. But I thought for the price, I'd give it a try. So here's the base. It is plastic, but you could, it's got screw holes, so you could put it on like a wood, you know, like a wood base, and just screw in. There's the first part. And then I guess this part probably just slides down in there maybe. Okay, so yeah, that's how you did it. I just needed both hands to push it down. And then here is the willow part that I'm getting ready to take apart. And that's just going to slide in that top part. And I thought it was plug-in. And it's battery. Okay, so when it first comes out of the box, it's going to look like that. So I'm going to have to separate it and get it flowing all the way around. Okay, so here it is. You know, I'll have to play around with the things once I get it outside. Because you have to fix all of these little, so you'll have to, you know, position them any way you want them. Right now, it's kind of hard because it's so light in here, you can't really see what it looks like. But it did come with like tent stakes for putting it in the ground. Or like I said, it does have holes where you could put it on a wooden base if you're going to put it like on your patio, which is probably what I'm going to do, is like have it in a corner out there. So I'll probably attach it to a wooden base because it's extremely lightweight. I mean, one little gust of wind and it's gonna go. So for $21, I think it's worth it, but don't buy it thinking that it is something sturdy because it's not. It's extremely lightweight, and these just bend, these little branches, any way you want them. So I will take another video at nighttime to show you what it looks like. Well, my video wants to lighten the room, so you really can't tell, but it looks really pretty at night. So I think outside on either my porch or my pergola, it'll look really neat. So like I said, for a little over $20, 90 something, whatever it was, it's worth that. So here's a little sneak peek of what I still got to do out here, my little pile. But we got our Brett and I got our scarecrows out yesterday, and the faces had faded, so Brett had to put Brett drew with paint markers new faces on them, and I think I'm gonna have to find her a new hat. I'm definitely gonna have to glue it back on no matter what, but I've got to fix her hair and all that. And then see, this is just how I attach them. Like here's just a old wooden stick and dowel rod that'll go up the back of her, and then I have a metal pole, a real big, I don't know what it is, some kind of metal pole that I put for him, and he's missing his shoes. They're around here somewhere. But Brett had to draw a face on him, and same thing with his hat. It's in good shape, but it's a little string that keeps it on his head came off. So I'm gonna have to fix that. And then the little boy one that I got last year, he has a little bit of flaking on him, but other than that, he's in pretty good shape. Brett touched up his face and did like the eyes and nose and mouth again. But I got these. Yeah, so these scarecrows come from a local friend named JoEllen Atwood, and I will tag her or put all her social media and stuff in the description to this video. And then last year, I did a home tour of her wonderful home, so I will link that in the description too, so be sure to check it out. And then I've got to try to spend some time today going through these totes, and I have my other... see, there's the mailbox thing from last year. That's all going to have to be fixed up and changed. And then there's some more scarecrows. And here's a pumpkin head guy that I made a couple of years ago. So that's what I have planned. That's what I have planned, is to try to get the other window box done and finish up the outside. I want to thank you all so much for stopping by and visiting with me today. And I will be back soon with a brand new video.